Fields of Fire. Mission 2, the Cerisy Offensive. Right off the bat, you may notice that there is a new name for this channel, a hopefully snazzy intro, if I can get it attached to this video, which I should be able to do. And yeah, I kind of wanted to set this channel separate from the rest of my online persona, I guess you could say, and just sort of dedicate this to playthroughs. I'm really enjoying doing this, so hopefully, you know, if work lightens up, I can get my act together, knock this out, maybe play something different next, maybe move on to the Korean missions. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? But I was reading about Frederick the Great, as I tend to do. A big fan of his, and was reading about the Battle of Kolin, and came across the quote where he yelled to the hesitant guards, "Rogues, would you live forever?" goading them into the battle. And I just love that quote. So hence I became the Lively Rogue. And that's the channel now. So without further ado, let's jump back into the game here. When we last left off, the 1st and 3rd platoons are making some headway up the battlefield. This LMG team up here is pinned down and not looking that great. Same with, well, the 3rd squad here is doing okay, but our EXO is going to need a little work. But overall, things are looking really good for us. So let's jump in. First part of the turn, we're going to check for the higher HQ event by drawing a action card. No event. Okie doke. So we'll move on. No defensive mission here. I'm going to move straight to the company HQ impulse because it is auto-magically activated by the battalion HQ, which is off the board. So let's draw for what the company HQ gets. And our current activity is engaged right now. I think there was a question about that, and also a question about line of sight, which I'll try to talk briefly about in a moment. But as far as I understand it, it's any combination of engaged and friendly cards with VOF markers, not 2 enemy cards or 2 friendly cards or something like that. So I think we do fulfill the requirement for engaged here. If I get some pushback on that, I'm happy to, talk that out or post on CSW or Board Game Geek. I'm more than happy to be wrong. It just means I'm learning something. So I'm going to play for the time being that any 2 unit-occupied cards with VOF markers on them will necessitate the engaged activity. I went off on a bit of a tangent there. So where were we? I'm about to draw for the company HQ. We are engaged, so we do not get the +1 bonus for no contact. And the company HQ, where is that rascal? Oh, down here. He's green, so that gets a -1 to the draw. So let's see what we get. Reshuffle. No problem. A 4. That's probably the best draw the company HQ's got in this game. So we'll give 3 commands to the company HQ because of the -1. And what are we going to do? So he has line of sight to the second platoon here, and also to the first platoon here, but not to the third platoon HQ up here because they're under cover and they can't see each other because of that cover marker blocking the line of communication. Let's see here. That's actually a decent segue into line of sight. I'll just touch on that briefly, and I'm sorry for all these tangents. I'm just kind of jumping back into this and hitting things as my brain gets to them. Line of sight is dealt with using these colored borders on the cards. Green is blocked, white is open. Let me see if I can find a good example. This is a good example up here. So you can always see into an adjacent card. So if I were in the open fields here, I could see into the marsh, I can see into the church, I can see into the hedgerow here, I can see into the orchard up here, no problem. But I can't see through this marsh to the orchard over here because of this green border blocking the way. If I were in the church here, I could see into the open fields because it's adjacent. I could also see into this marsh because the line of sight is crossing through white borders to get there, right? If line of sight were trying to go from the church over into the orchard, that would be blocked because it would successfully go through the open field, but be blocked by these green borders trying to get into the orchard. Hopefully that makes a little sense. And some cards have this sort of one-sided open side of the card. So this hedgerow has one side open, one side closed. If there were theoretically another terrain card here on the other side, you would not be able to see from the village into this card because it's got a blocked edge here. And what that means, in those type of cards, you'll usually have two defense values. If fire is going across a green side, you would use the higher value because of the blocked, say they're shooting through the edge of the bocage and not able to see as well. If it's going through the white side, you would use the lesser number because it's, say they've got an angle on you where they can see you really well from that side, for example. Actually, over here, there was a comment about this VOF here. Fire coming from the orchard into this hedgerow is going to use the -1. Fire coming from these open fields into the hedgerow is going to use the... Did I say -1? We'd use the 1. Fire from the open fields is going to use the 2 because this corner here has a green border, giving a little bit better cover. Hopefully that clears up a little bit of the line of sight. I know it's a little confusing how that works, but that's how it works. Anyway, I swear I'm getting into the game now. I've got 3 commands for the company HQ, and I'm going to use those to activate first platoon and activate second platoon, and I feel like I moved forward the artillery observer. Where did I put him? Mystery. Oh, yeah, he's up here under the foxholes in this open field. Good spot for him. Let's see. I may... Well, no, I can't give him an order because he's under cover. I'm going to activate first platoon. I'm going to activate... second platoon. And... Man, what to do? I'm going to send my mortar forward observer up to this farm. I think if I can get into the multi-story, the higher level multi-story area here, that'd be a good spot for, throwing shells all over the battlefield. So that's 3 commands. Activate first platoon, activate second platoon, and send the mortar FO forward. So do that first, that's easy. Send him forward, and he's going to be exposed. And then, so that's everything they've done. We'll just keep in our minds that first and second platoon are activated. So we move into the platoon HQ staff impulse, which means those 2 guys get to do their things. Let's see what first platoon gets. They're also green, so it's going to be a -1 to the draw. And they get a 3. Having pretty good luck here. Let's see. First platoon is going to have 3 commands. Now, what do I want to do with them? What to do? Let's see. That's still there because this LMG team moved back. So this card's not totally safe. This card's not totally safe. I don't want to send my first platoon too far on the right flank of the battlefield. So I think what I'm going to do here is... I can't send this fire team forward. Let me remind myself what fire teams can do. Yeah, they can't move into a non-friendly occupied area, so do I have a... You know what? It's a short, well, not short game, but I've got a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to send second squad forward with 1 command, and they're going to be exposed. It's a decent spot as far as cover goes, so I think they'll be okay. Really the only danger is from the top, has less cover, but that's okay. The second command I'm going to use, I'm going to attempt to fire this rifle grenade. It only gets 1 shot, but I'm going to try and shoot it into this card, which I think I can do. So let me pull grenade attack. That's not what I want. I'm going to look for... It's going to be a 2 draw. And I think the only thing that would really modify that is experience, but they're lines, so that's no change. I'm going to draw 2 cards and look for the grenade marker. Nope. Nope. Okay, so no grenade, and I've wasted that. And I've wasted a command. All right, so let's see what else I can do here. I'm gonna... could fire the bazooka into there. Is it worth it? Still got a ways to go. But I do have 3 bazooka teams, so that's, what, 12 shots total I can take? Sorry, no. 9 shots total. They have 3. Yeah, I'm going to shoot the bazooka into that card, which I'm pretty sure I can do. I may be screwing that up. I'll look it up after this because I'm 60% sure I'm doing that right. But again, it's going to be a 2 draw, and I'm going to adjust their ammo down by 1. So I'll get my cards out here. I'm going to pull 1, nothing, 2, nothing. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Got it. Okay. So actually the first one would have missed. The second one hit. I can't remember if they both stay, but I believe they do. I mean, it would make sense if they do. You know what? I'm just going to refresh my memory real quick and be right back. Okay, so it says that multiple grenade attacks are cumulative with each other, but are not not cumulative with other VOFs. So this guy will get hit by the grenade, will get hit by the miss, I'm going to say, but will not get hit by these other VOFs. All in all, not bad. A 5 is not that bad, if I do say so myself. But that's everything for first platoon. Now let's move on to second platoon. They're going to get 2 commands, which is okay. They already have 3, so they're going to be up to 5 commands because they really haven't done anything. And up to 16, I believe, steps can be on one card. That's these yellow pips at the bottom. Second platoon has currently... oh yeah, the other guy's here. What happened to that guy? Okay, the assault team's under here. I'm going to... Let's see, there's 2 steps currently on the farm. And then moving 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 onto there would still be under 16. So I'm going to move the entire platoon for 2 commands up to this card. Going to be a number of exposed markers here, but this card is, you know, relatively safe. There's nothing going on over here yet. But do I want to do anything further? Let's see. I may send this assault team up when third platoon activates and then leave second platoon here for the time being. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So that's second platoon. They're going to save the other 3 commands, which they can do because they're green, and the max they can save per day is 3. That worked out okay. So we're going to move forward in the sequence of play to the COHQ impulse. They've already activated. Platoon HQ impulse. The only one that hasn't activated is third platoon. So we'll draw for them and hope for big money here. Smaller number is 1. Minus 1 goes to 0. And they don't currently have any commands available. So that's a big fat goose egg for third platoon. That is not super great. Okay, well, whatever. Moving forward, the company staff. XO is going to get 1. First sergeant's going to get 1. Do I want to do anything with them? Good question. Let's see. We've already got a command unit here with third platoon. I'm going to send first sergeant up to here. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. And that's 1 command. Where's my XO? XO, where are you? What are you doing? There's my XO. He's fine there. He's pinned. He's not going to do anything anyway. XO is going to save that command. General initiative. This is really where I need to pull some big money. 2. Okay. Okay. We can live with 2. First off, I'm going to send this assault team forward to see what's happening with this PC here. And the other one, I'm going to look for heavy cover at this farm. I really want to get a multi-story cover here. There's a chance I won't get it and just get regular cover instead, but I'm hoping for the best. We're going to draw a base 3, and let's see here. I feel like there's some movement. Attempt to see cover. Cover number plus or minus. I'm going to just say it's 3. I don't think there's any modifiers other than the experience. So we're just going to draw 3, and I've been drawing it like this instead of using the draw action button just because it's a little easier for me to kind of keep track of things. I'm going to draw 1, no cover, 2, no cover, 3, thank goodness, cover. So we found cover. Now we got to find out what kind of cover it is. Urban cover probability. World War II, if we draw a 1 through 3, we're going to get a strong building. 4 or 5, we're going to get regular bushes, basically. So we're going to draw 1 through 5. And we got a 5. Okay, so plain old regular cover. What's the best way to do that? There we go. Okay. Could be worse. It's still cover, but really wanted to get that height advantage. And this 1 here means that there can only be 1 cover marker in the card. So it is what it is. Oh well. Okay, so those were our 2 general initiative actions. We're going to move up to the enemy's higher HQ event, hoping for the best. Whoop. Okay, no event. That's the best. And then enemy activity check. The only one we have is the, as far as I know, is this LMG team here. Now they are currently considered an LAT, limited action team, because they're pinned. So we're going to look on the enemy activity, go under lat pinned. They are pinned, not under cover on a U.S. occupied card, not true. Pinned under cover on a U.S. occupied card, not true. They are just pinned, not under cover. So there's no leader with them. So we're going to draw 1 through 5 and see what happens. I'm going to draw 1. Sorry, not under cover. 1 is no action. So they're just going to keep on keeping on. Let's see here. Okay, so that's the only enemy out there. There's not going to be any capture or retreat. I dealt with that on the last turn. This casualty, nothing happens to. No vehicles or aircrafts. We don't have any fire missions to deal with, but we do need to evaluate a PC marker. This one here, we're going to look at our play aid for evaluating potential contact. We're engaged. It's a C, so we're going to draw 2. Let's see. No contact. No contact. Great. So they're safe. We've cleared the first row. We've cleared half the second row. God, we got so far to go. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I may be moving a little slow, but we'll see what happens. So we move on to the combat effects segment. And I'm just going to sort of typewriter evaluate things here. First off, this guy, as I said, is going to get the grenade effects, not the weapons effects, because the grenade effects supersede weapon effects. So that's going to be -4 for this grenade, -1 for this grenade, miss. It's a -5. They're going to get, let's see, they both came from here, so they're going to get the +2, which makes it a -3, and then a +1 for being pinned, which makes it a -2. So we're going to pull a -2, which is a pin. They're already pinned, so no big deal. Okay. And then we're going to evaluate here. We've got, looks like 2 units to evaluate. The company XO is going to have +1 for pinned, +1 for the orchard, and then +2 for being an all pinned VOF, because the only unit firing is pinned. Not under foxholes, so it's just going to be a total of +4, which is pretty good. +4 is a pin. Okay, they were already pinned, so no effect there. The third squad here is going to get +2 for all pinned, +1 for orchard, which is a +3. +3 is a miss. Okay. Let's adjust ammo. We're going to spend 1 from this LMG team from firing. Technically, the machine gun here has been firing, so we're going to do ammo minus on that. And I think that's the only... I removed 1 from the bazooka earlier, so we're good on that. Okie doke. Adjust VOF and PDF markers as needed, no change there. Cleanup phase, we hit the handy dandy cleanup button. Great. All the exposed markers go away, the grenades go away. Okay, so that's the end of this turn. Still engaged, but we're going to bump the turn up. Turn 5 is next. Coming out of turn 4, made a little headway moving forward. Might want to be a little more aggressive with moving forward, but you know, even though this mission has primary and secondary objectives, there's no like pass-fail requirement. It's just you get a certain number of experience at the end based on what you manage to do. So, you know, being the good commander that I am, keeping my men alive is the primary concern. Is that a good command? I don't know. I'm not a commander in real life, so I don't know if aggression or defense is the proper attitude here. So that's where we are at the end of turn 4. Thanks for watching this. I know it ran, well, no, it looks like it ran about the same as the other videos, but I did a lot more explaining and meandering on this one. Sorry for being so slow on these. I'm going to try and get at least 5 and 6 done on Saturday. I don't have much going on. Might get more than that done and just, you know, stagger the uploads so that you can't binge them. This isn't Netflix. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm really glad people are subscribing and watching and giving good feedback. Continue to do so, and also if you have any comments on what else you might want me to play on this channel, let me know. I have a lot of games, and most everything is available on Vassal anyway, so just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.